Okay, welcome back to another live lesson. Today we're going to be talking about the pentatonic scale, and we're going to be working on it in the key of A. So I like to play a little bit just to get warmed up, So maybe we'll play, I don't know, I like to play blues. I think we played blues last time and it seemed to work out pretty well. So today I think we'll play blues in A. Here it is. And then we're going to talk about the minor pentatonic scale, what it means, how to use it, and all kinds of fun stuff you can do with it. So let's just play a little bit in A to get warmed up. Son. Always got to give my respects to Jerry Reed out there, no matter what kind of lesson we're given. So today we're talking about the pentatonic scale. Now, most places students learn the pentatonic scale when they get started. It's up here on the 5th fret, and I'll go through this. You can use this in a lot of songs. Stevie Ray Vaughan, Jimi Hendrix, you name it, AC/DC, anything you want basically. Rock and roll, blues, jazz, funk, country, pentatonic scale. This is a great one to start with. Up here on the 5th fret, it goes 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 8, and then 5 and 8 again. And then you practice going backwards. 8, 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5. And this is an A minor chord. Okay, example of a song. Right out of there. Right out of the pentatonic scale. Okay, so the minor pentatonic scale, what does it mean? Okay, pentatonic scale means it's a 5-note scale. It means it has 5 notes in it. Now your standard scale, major scale that everyone learns is an 8-note scale. A do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. 8 notes is your first octave. The pentatonic scale is missing 2 of those. It's missing the 2 and it's missing the 6. So let's just go through what the notes are out of the scale. So what you have here is you have your root, your flat third, which makes it the minor. Then you have the 4th, the 5th, the flat 7, and the root. Okay, and then you have again the root, then you have the flat third, the 4th, the 5th, the flat 7, the root, and then you have the 3rd again. Okay, so it's root, third, flat third, 4th, 5th, and flat 7 are the 5 notes that make up the pentatonic scale. Penta standing for 5, okay? Great scale to have. You could use it in songs. Let's say you had an A minor jam. And you can use it to improvise. There's all kinds of good. I really recommend a lot for my students to check out backing tracks on YouTube. Just go in the search and type in A minor, pentatonic scale, backing track. And they'll come up on the side. There'll be hundreds of backing tracks. Funny story is that those backing tracks used to have to buy the book with the CD, and they would be the most expensive things to buy. And now they're just all on YouTube for you to check out and have fun with. And what you do is you put the track on, and it'll be a band playing something, and you practice the scale up and down. And the cool thing about this scale is that no matter what chord they are in the key that they're in, all these notes are safe and they're going to work really well. So you can just play them up and down while the track is playing behind you. And as you get more comfortable, you start mixing it up and you want to try to improvise. Okay, so what that means is to improvise means to create a melody or to create music live on the spot, to make it up or to wing it. Okay, so there is a lot more to it than just winging it. You have to learn lots of examples and study other solos and dissect them, like you might learn a Stevie Ray Vaughan lick, and then kind of look at it. Okay, where was it coming from? Oh, it's the pentatonic scale. Then you memorize it, and that's one lick in your bag of tricks. You just have to do that as many times as possible to build up your little trick bag of licks before you can start really sounding like too much. At first, it's going to sound pretty experimental, I guess. But I'll give you a few little pointers here. I just have a few more minutes on how to use this scale. Some things that are really safe, okay, that you can do if you're playing in a minor song or you're playing a blues, is to make a face. Okay, now a couple things that are really safe to do in the pentatonic scale is all the notes that are on the outside, and I mean the ones that are down this side of the scale, like if you're going 5 to 7, the higher number is the one that you want to bend. So, you know, practice bending that one up. Just see how it sounds. See how it fits in. See how it works. And then you can, on the other 2 strings, you can bend the 8s. And put the 5. And then bend the 8. Now there are other pentatonic scales, but this is the one where everyone starts. And this is, oh no, we got low batteries. Oh dear. So, this is where everyone starts, and sometimes you hear people talk about playing in the box, and all that means is that they're using this scale, and you just kind of envision that there's a square around it, or a box, and you just play in this little zone, okay? There are 5 other ways to play the minor pentatonic scale so that you don't just get stuck here. I'll show you what they are. I'm not going to go through them too much detail, but here they are. They look like this. And then you have this one. Then it's up here. Then it's up here. And then where are we going to go? This is a good one. You've all heard that lick before. Okay? And that'll give you some different ways to play those same notes up and down the neck, so you just don't stay in a box the whole time. You know, learn this box and then learn the other ones as well. And I'm sure we'll be back on and we can talk about those other boxes as we have more time and put them all together. The next thing, when you get comfortable playing in this scale, is to learn what's called the extension. Now the extension's down here, and all the extension is some overlap from the next shape that's being presented up the neck next. And it looks like this. It's the 9th fret, the 8th fret, the 10th, the 8th, and the 10th. Now, Stevie Ray Vaughan, B.B. King, big time, will live in here over like a slow blues. You know, Albert King. Living in that extension. And all that extension is a repeat of some of the notes that we've done up here. And so the scale goes like this. Okay, and all this note here is this one. So the extension is this. Just borrowing some of the notes that were on the lower register, put them up the neck a little higher on the higher register, so you have more options. Now, that's another thing. Put on the backing track and just play these notes. And every one of them will work no matter what the chord change is, as long as you're in the key of A. Because today we're learning A minor pentatonic. If I went up one, I'd be in B flat. But I'm staying in A. Another safe thing that you can do too is you can, when you're learning to improvise and playing licks, and you might be playing the scale around and you might not know where to stop or where to start, is to find out and memorize where the root is. That's A. So there's an A note here on the 10th fret. Always a good place to stop and start. So you go, and then to help it resolve and to finish. Same as up here, this is an A note. So you could play a lick like this. End it on the A, and then come down on the A octave. Play another riff. Play the A. That's A. Keep hammering the root. So yeah, memorize the scale, memorize where the root is, play in the extension, put on the backing track, and just have lots of fun. Okay, I'm Brian here at Brian Baker Guitar Studio, down at KV Oasis Youth Center in Quispamsis, New Brunswick, Canada. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're going to be back with more live videos and lessons. If you have any suggestions for lessons or anything you'd like me to talk about, please let me know. It's so much fun to come on and talk about guitar and share a little music. I'll just play us out. Maybe I'll play some blues in the key of A, and I'll use my pentatonic scale for just a minute. Thanks for watching. All right. All right, thanks everybody. We'll be back soon. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel.